What's good, world? You know what? I feel like everyone says that. Like whenever I watch a video on like YouTube or something, it's like, "Hey, world, what's good, world? How you doing, everybody?" Bump that.
So what are you gonna say?
Welcome, bitches.
No.
But it feels right.
I mean,
You know, I love the word bitches.
But I mean, we can't.
Fine, no bitches.
Calling people bitches.
I'm not calling anyone bitches. I'm just using it like in a general term. Fine, whatever. People get offended because of my love of the word bitches.
I'm not a fan.
Fine. Welcome, loyal subjects of the kingdom. No.
Can we say we'll work on it?
I guess we'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
We'll think of something. If you got some suggestions, let us know.
In the meantime, hi.
Welcome to another episode of The Blurred Perspective.
What up?
So, how's your week been?
Cold?
Cold?
Jesus Christ, cold.
Yes, it is.
It's like, remember how they would describe what the winter was like on Max Payne 1? Remember you ever played Max Payne 1?
Oh, yeah, I remember Max Payne 1.
And it was like deathly
Fall off
cold
them
outside.
damn bloodlines.
Like, it's like that cold outside. Like, it's no, I've seen pictures of like frozen animals. Like, they're like, hey, bring your pets inside because your dog was probably frozen by now.
Oh, man. One of my coworkers showed us a video that his brother in Chicago sent where someone threw a bucket of hot water out the bucket in the cold and it froze.
In midair? No, don't say midair. Bullshit. I want to see this.
It
video.
froze. If I can hit him up, I'll ask him.
Wow.
Oh, my bad.
Wait,
you know what?
real quick. On something else cold. And this is cold in both nature
cold-blooded?
and cold-blooded. So I was in my backyard and I looked over my fence into the street level behind us, and on people's sidewalk, there's a great portion of the sidewalk that's full of ice. So like everything else is dry, but it looks like someone just like threw ice in front of like 3 people's houses and
Just
it
to see
all
them fall.
froze together. And I was like, wow, they must have really hated those people, yo.
Must have took their spots.
Yeah, you can't get to the car unless you walk past that ice.
You must have had some guests parking their spot one day, and you knew it was their spot, but they didn't warn them. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch.
That shit was mean. But what were you about to say? You were about to say something.
Oh, no, I was just like, we've talked for a couple minutes, and we didn't introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Phenom.
And I'm serious.
Hey, you never know. We might have new listeners who's just
No.
Who are these guys?
Yeah,
What are their names?
I wasn't going to,
I don't want someone to be like, hey, you got get a recommendation from someone and it's like, hey, this is kind of cool. Who are they again, though?
No, I dig it.
Got to make sure. Like always, we're here to hit you up with some of the blurty news. For the most part, if you haven't realized by now, I'm a movie guy. So a lot of the news tends to be movie news, but it's fun movie news.
It is.
Because let's face it, nowadays when it comes to movies, the nerds pretty much run shit now.
Which is true.
It's like,
not 9 times, let's say 7 times out of 10, whatever you're watching on TV, it's probably the product of some comic book, either some old DC property or
every DC show on CW just got renewed 2 days ago.
See,
Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and Black Lightning. And you got to remember that they're coming in with Batgirl next year, I believe.
See, exactly my point.
So yeah, nerds, we run this shit. Anyway, we got some new info we want y'all to know. Some stuff that we want y'all to interact with us a little bit more. Let us know your opinions on, because things is changing inside this DC universe. Warner Brothers says, you know what? We've been getting shitted on for too long, and no more. We refuse to let it happen. We're making changes.
What? Because of Aquaman? I mean, that was a pretty strong comeback, but
Aquaman was a strong comeback. I still don't care what anyone says. It wasn't the world's greatest movie. It was just hella entertaining.
It wasn't the world's greatest movie, but what would you say is better than Wonder Woman? I'd say it was better than Wonder Woman.
I would say that it's not a better movie than Wonder Woman, but it's more entertaining than Wonder Woman.
What kind of technical crap is that?
Because you can have a better movie and not be as entertaining. That happens a lot.
Enlighten me.
What are you talking about? You have plenty of... Okay. So let me think. Let me think.
If a movie's entertaining me, then I'm like, this is a good movie. Like, remember when I was watching Mission Impossible, and while I don't know if he was there. I think Hypno might have been there, but like while I was watching it, I'm like, yo, I'm having a lot of fun.
Speaking of Mission
watching this
Impossible,
movie.
perfect example.
Okay.
Mission Impossible 1 and Mission Impossible 2.
Okay.
I will admit, Mission Impossible 1 was the better movie, but it was a lot slower paced than what I normally like. I like Mission Impossible 2, even though the story wasn't as strong, like, which that's not just my opinion. That's like, you ask most people what the weakest Mission Impossible is, and they normally say Mission Impossible 2. But it's definitely more entertaining. If I'm going to go back and watch a Mission Impossible, I'm normally going to go back and watch mid-hair length Tom Cruise do that little spinning back kick that he does when his hair does like this.
But that was like direction, though. I mean, that was a John Woo film.
I mean, yeah, but it's still like that. It's
John
still
Woo, double handgun shooting
but it's
doves
still
flying in the background.
But it still holds.
Real beautiful
But it still
shit.
holds true. It was a better, like, the first one was technically the better movie. But the second one was more entertaining. Like, if I had to just pick a movie to go back and I'm just like, I just want to watch the fight scenes and stuff like that, it's more entertaining. Like, I could watch it again.
And I wouldn't put the second Mission Impossible. Was it last? I'd put that one. Which one where you didn't know who the bad guy was until like 5 minutes before the movie ended? Whichever one that was last.
Ghost Protocol.
That was last. That's last.
Nah.
That's last for me. Like, I'll put the second one before
Nah, because that whole
for me.
Kremlin scene when he snuck in, that was pretty dope.
They just put money into it. Anyway,
it was. So anyway, back on topic.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So Aquaman kicks ass. We can agree on that. And I said kick. Make sure I had to make sure. I was like, Aquaman kisses that. No, I didn't say that. Said kick.
Okay.
Shazam, I hope, is just as entertaining, maybe a little bit more. Like, I saw some little extended preview that they did, and I liked it. Like, every time I see a little bit more Shazam, I'm liking it a little bit more. Although, like I said, I'm a big Zachary Levi fan, so I want him to do good.
I just hope it's not one of those times where they're showing all the good parts in the trailer, and then, you watch it and you're like, well, I've seen all this.
True. And now we have a little bit of, well, not a little bit, I would say a major shift in what could be, do we call them the movie wars, the comic movie wars, or fuck it. James Gunn is up in this bitch about to direct Suicide Squad 2.
He did like switch allegiances, didn't he?
I mean, he didn't really switch allegiances. It's more like you got kicked out the country, so it's just like, you know what? I'm going to work for whatever country takes me in.
He defected. That's what it is.
It's not even really defection though. Like, he wanted to stay in the country, they kicked him out.
All right, he did one of those things where you don't play on the same team anymore, man.
Yeah, it's just like, it's pretty much like it's like they released him, and then they got mad because the Golden State Warriors picked him up. You know what? I'm not even gonna say the Golden State Warriors. I'm gonna say the I'm gonna say the LA Lakers. I'm gonna say the LA Lakers
before LeBron.
Nah, I would say with LeBron.
So who would be the LeBron over there? Like, what movie would stand out as the LeBron?
I wouldn't say there. I mean, Wonder Woman would have been the LeBron.
That would be their LeBron.
I mean, it is the highest rated movie that they had.
That's not a strong.
It was the whole thing. It was the whole thing. They rated it up there with Logan, and I refuse to believe that Wonder Woman and Logan are of the same caliber. I don't care what anyone says.
And they're not.
They're not. But they had the same Rotten Tomato score, and I consider that to be bullshit.
Okay, moving on.
But only reason I said the Lakers is because, even with LeBron, they weren't, it's not like they're expected to win the ship. That's why I said the Lakers. Like, because as of right now, that's probably their closest rivals in the West, the Lakers, because let's face it, the Rockets are going to stall out eventually.
Yeah.
Like, James Harden, he's doing too much shooting. That nigga's going to be tired during the playoffs, and he never shows up during the playoffs anyway.
Oh, please, he'll make it.
But
Westbrook did it the whole season. Everybody said he wouldn't be able to do all them triple doubles and shit throughout the season.
But then he got tired in the playoffs.
He did it the whole season.
Then he got tired in the playoffs though.
No, I'm just saying. Okay.
It's like, and Westbrook shows up. James Harden disappears in the playoffs right when you need him. He always does it. He's done it for like 4 straight years. But no, we're not going to do this. Back on track. Back on topic.
We can go down that sports rabbit hole. But anyways,
I'm excited for this. We already knew that they said he was going to be writing it.
Okay.
I personally like when you have a good director who's also a good writer, because people can write amazing stories, but a so-and-so middle-of-the-road director can F it up. The same way how a good director can take a so-and-so middle-road story and make it look very, very, visually beautiful, where it's just like, this wasn't the best, but those angles, that cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, James Gunn, they were going to hand him the keys to the kingdom at Disney or at Marvel. He was pretty much going to be in charge of like the whole cosmic universe and everything that goes along with Marvel, with the Doctor Strange and the Guardians of the Galaxy and, everything that was supposed to go forward.
Right.
But he's much more of a DC guy. And I can't wait to see that gritty, edgy Suicide Squad that we should have got in the first movie. It needs to be rated R.
Well, okay. So what has he done so far that would make you think that he's more of a DC guy? Because DC's like they've just recently started getting lighter with their tone as far as movies go, but they're still kind of like, oh, we're dark and we're edgy.
It was it called? It wasn't. I want to say it was called Romeo and Juliet, but I don't think it was called Romeo and Juliet. I saw this a long time ago, and I just remember it was just like this real gritty, dark movie that had like this kind of twist at the end where it was like, oh god dang, why would someone like, who would think of this?
It was it was like a Romeo and Juliet.
It was something. Hold on, I gotta look it up. My brain can't. Normally I'm good. Tromeo and Juliet. There it is.
Tromeo?
Yeah, he was a writer. Tromeo and Juliet.
Okay.
This came out in 96. I saw this maybe in like 2008, 2009.
Okay.
With a friend of mine who told me the movie was good. Like, so he did that. He wrote Scooby-Doo, dog. It's like, as crappy as that movie was,
I was about to say
I'm
that.
not going to blame him. You know why? First black detective. I needed that in my life. I needed that. He also wrote Dawn of the Dead.
Is that the one where they're in the mall?
In the mall, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he did. He wrote and direct Slither.
I liked Slither.
Everyone liked Slither.
It was gross, but I liked
it. It was Elizabeth Banks, Nathan Fillion, the dude that played Earl in The Walking Dead, who also played what's the dude in Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's Yondu.
Yondu. Yeah,
that guy.
Like and he did this one with the dude from The Office. What's the dude's name? Dwight from The Office. Called Super.
Oh, he did Super?
Yes.
Okay. He could definitely fit the DC mold.
Oh, I didn't know this. He wrote the Belko Experiment too.
Did you watch that?
I own that, and yes, I did watch it.
Is it good?
That's all right.
Okay.
Like it's gory. It's what I wanted, so I can't really say I was disappointed. But I was like, it had potential to be more. But I didn't go in with high expectations. I got it because it was like $3 on sale. So. But yeah, so I feel like when you're handling a squad full of villains, you want someone who can do dark and gritty, but also kind of do lighthearted stuff. And I mean, it's pretty much just going to be a down to earth Guardians of the Galaxy, just more evil.
So you said it should be rated R.
I personally think it should be rated R.
This is a Suicide Squad. Even if they make the Suicide Squad a fraction of that grit that you get out of that animated Suicide Squad, those movies.
And those were PG-13.
Yeah, that would be good. But do you think Will Smith would like doing a villain rated R superhero movie? He can't be that charming Deadshot that he was in the first one.
He can be that charming Deadshot. He's just cursing more. Because he
at
doesn't.
What point do you see Deadshot being charming? Because
he doesn't have to be. Because he doesn't have to be. He was kind of charming in the Suicide Squad in the animated one. Because it was at one point you were just like, hey,
which one? The Christian Slater one?
The Assault on Arkham, where it was just, where him and Harley Quinn got it on.
What charming? It was just real. Wasn't he
it
black?
he was like olive skin.
He
I
was
would
a
say.
brother. Of course, she was gonna fall for the chocolate. Ain't nobody.
Like-
Come on now.
What I'm saying is like he's like Will Smith can be a bad guy.
But
Like,
no,
Will
I mean,
Smith
when's the
doesn't
last
care.
time you seen him get like gritty? Like, hey, you shoot somebody, blood splatter might, hit your face. Will, you good with that? Fresh
mean,
Prince, Big Willie,
Look,
getting jiggy with it.
look.
Wild West.
The man had to kill his own dog. All right. I'm not like I'm putting nothing past him anymore.
I would have just went back to when he.
My man created an entire fake city and told a mannequin to talk to him. He can do it.
Okay.
He made you believe that like that he could will that mannequin. He was like,
Like
I told my friend I say hello.
gritty,
hello.
rated R-ish.
Please
What-
talk to me.
What was the thing with all the fairy tale people and he was a cop? What was that?
Right?
Right. Is that rated R?
Might have been.
Okay. I mean, but he didn't really play because he's going to be a villain in this one. That's my thing. Like, when's the last time? I don't think we've ever seen Will Smith like a bad
the
guy.
thing with Deadshot is
He's a
more-
redeemable villain.
more in
I think we
most
talked
meat
about that.
in most of the live action representations.
Mhm.
Even if you look back in the animated ones, he's kind of more of not a villain, but he's just kind of like a mercenary or an anti-hero. It's just like he's on whatever side the money's on. So it's not like he's like a bad guy who's just like, I just want to cause anarchy or I just want to kill these people and topple governments and stuff like that. He's more just like, no, I got a job to do. This person paid me money. Like, it doesn't matter if you ask me to kill, a homicidal, genocidal dictator, or if you ask me to kill, this peace-talking president. Like, I'm going to do it.
But he's going to have to kill indiscriminately, and I don't think Will Smith's got it in him.
He's got it in him.
All right, I hope so for this new
It's like
Suicide Squad movie.
you saw he killed the witness in the first movie. He had a little steel plate set up so the bullets could ricochet off one another and caught my man caught my man.
But that was like cool.
Only difference is now it's just gonna be gory.
That was just cool.
'Cause
though.
even in,
it was like a bullet trick.
Even in Arrow, that Deadshot was redeemable. He died. He died doing the right. He died saving Diggle and his wife and the rest of the Suicide Squad, I believe. So he's a redeemable character. I mean, shoot, they try to make Harley Quinn redeemable. Anybody can be redeemable.
No shit, she's a
Oh
mass
God!
murderer.
Did you see the little teaser for her movie for the Birds of Prey?
No.
It didn't even really look like nothing. It was like little quick shots of stuff and her like in a different outfit, just doing like this and whatnot. I'm like,
Just her, just looking crazy.
pretty much. I'm like, you should do Suicide Squad 2 before you do Birds of Prey. I mean, I know it's already done, but y'all should have sat on that and held that until after Suicide Squad 2. And if you're going to release this movie, it better answer the big ass cliffhanger that you left at the end of Suicide Squad.
Is Margot Robbie playing her?
Yeah, she's
Is that
still
her name, right? Okay.
Yeah. Margot Robbie's playing her. Ramona's playing Huntress, and what's her name? Josie Smollett is playing Black Canary,
Right.
and Ewan McGregor's Black Mask.
Right. We were happy about that.
We were happy about Ewan McGregor.
We were.
I mean, we were happy pretty much with all the casting. To be honest, that in the title, it's like Birds of Prey and the re-emancipation of Harley Quinn or something like that. I'm like, that title's long and sounds kind of stupid.
It's a Birds of Prey movie, but we're going to focus on Harley Quinn. is what
Pretty
they're
much.
saying. Okay.
So whatever.
Sweet.
I mean, but then we go from that to Matt Reeves talking about the next Batman movie, which it is official. Ben Affleck is out. From what I've been told, the movie's supposed to come out around 2021, if I'm not mistaken, and it is going to be around a younger Batman, like a more starting out in the Gotham crime fighting scene Batman, and it's supposed to be a noir detective film and it's supposed to include multiple villains.
Did Matt Reeves tell you this?
Matt Reeves said that.
Or did he tell you this?
I mean, he didn't tell me this. He told everyone
From
else
what
this.
I've been told from my inside guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. From what I've been told from multiple websites that I subscribe to.
Heard.
There you go. Like that better. But so how do you feel about that?
I feel as though I still wanted to see a standalone Batfleck movie, and it's unfortunate that I won't get to see that. I thought he did a pretty good job.
I mean, to be honest, I thought he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, that Batman v Superman, like that, whole fighting sequence, but just like his Bruce Wayne, like everything, he did everything great in my opinion. Justice League, I mean, just because of how the movie was, it was a little bit less, but him playing Batman, like I was totally fine with that. If he'd went for the trifecta and had his own standalone movie, that probably would have been my favorite Batman movie.
And then he was supposed to be directing it at first,
right?
Like he teased Deathstroke, and it's just like, like I feel bad for what's his name, Joe Manganiello, like
yeah, because
Sofia Vergara's man, because he was supposed to be
Deathstroke.
Yeah,
damn.
Sofia Vergara. Is it Vergara? It was with a V. Yeah.
Don't get me lying.
I feel like I said it with a B at first, so I didn't want to disrespect her.
Heard.
But yeah, he was supposed to be Deathstroke. I mean, they even teased it again at the end of Justice League. So it's just like that's kind of like out the window now. But
so, and if they're going for a younger Batman, and John Hamm is it?
Oh no, John Hamm is he ain't.
Yeah, that, you might as well throw that in the trash because
no, Nick Jonas said he's Batman.
No, I can't do it.
Nah. You want to know why I can't picture it? Because I've seen the pictures of him and his wife's taller than him, so I'm just like, and she doesn't seem that tall,
right?
So like, I
so
can't picture you.
I
can't picture you walking around in a Batman outfit.
Now, I mean, so this is supposed to be focusing a younger Batman, detective story. So this would be like him first starting out.
You could say late 20s, maybe early 30s.
So it'd be like Batman Begins, except for more like detective-y.
So apparently, I was on a Screen Rant the other day, and apparently there's like betting odds for who the next Batman is.
All right, let's hear it.
So the highest, which is 7 out of 2, is Armie Hammer, who he was supposed to play Batman in, I think it was supposed to be 2010's George Romero's Justice League movie.
Okay.
Like he's repeatedly talked about how he
that.
remembers the first day before production was supposed to start, and he was in the costume, like looking over the costume and everything, and that's when he got the news that production was shut. So he was already supposed to be a Batman. I think he's like what 32.
A little old though, but
yeah, but he kind of has he still has a young looking face. Like if you told me he was like in his mid to late 20s, and because
that'd be a stretch.
I would say because of his skin color, it's more believable.
Because I'm only picturing him from the Man from U.N.C.L.E. And
Armie Hammer he's 32. He turns 33 this year, so he could. And like I said, kind of because of the way they age.
Yeah,
it's more believable that he can look old, that he can look older, and be younger.
Okay.
Like, so I could give him that. What are the next odds? The second, 11 out of 2 is Jake Gyllenhaal.
I take that.
I think I've been said Jake Gyllenhaal, but Gyllenhaal is older too. Gyllenhaal is like 36, 37, I think.
Yeah, but he looks great in that Mysterio costume. He's pulling that off.
He's 38. Okay. He look. 13 out of 2 is your boy. John Hamm.
Yeah. But yeah, he's way too old.
8 out of 1 is Michael B. Jordan.
Why not?
8 out of 1 also is Ben Barnes, Jigsaw from Punisher.
Oh yes,
Prince, like old Prince Caspian for those who watched the Chronicles of Narnia movies.
I would just want him to put on some weight. That dude is skinny.
Yeah, he is.
But if he was to bulk up, man, yeah. I take him as a young Bruce Wayne and a young Batman.
And I'm not going through everyone, but I'll do the last couple more. Let's see. This one I'm not going for. 10 to 1, Jamie Dornan, the dude from the 50 Shades of Grey movies. Like the main star.
You could. He was creepy Bruce Wayne-ish in that movie. Don't ask me why I saw it.
Oh, and 9 to 1 I skipped over is John Krasinski.
Yes. Oh no.
He's like
no.
40. He's like 40 something.
I know, but as much as I
or he's close to 40. If he ain't 40, he pushing 40.
as much as I want to say yes, I think that nose is really like.
Oh no, for me it's the ears.
It's the ear. Yeah, it's the ears
ears.
and nose. Like I
He's
can't.
cool. It's just I can't. Yeah, he turns 40 this year. I can't go with that.
I'm waiting for his Quiet Place too.
Like waiting for him to show up in flashbacks.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like everything after that are just like older people. Like he's talking about it's supposed to be a younger Bruce Wayne, and I'm looking at the rest of the list. They talking about some daggone DiCaprio, Idris, Keanu, Daniel Craig, Colin Farrell. Of course, Tom Hardy's in there.
No.
Tom Hardy's always in there.
I don't want Tom Hardy as my Bruce Wayne.
Chris Evans.
I don't want Chris Evans as my Bruce Wayne. I don't want Keanu as my Bruce. Do I want Keanu as my Bruce Wayne?
You don't want Keanu as
Give me a
Bruce.
second. Let me think about this because you know where I stand with Keanu.
Look,
He's on pace to
Keanu
become the greatest action hero of our time.
Look, Keanu either is fighting assassins or he's saving the whole world. He's not concerned with little Gotham. He's movie Jesus. Neo doesn't worry about Gotham. He's trying to save the whole Matrix.
I would really want to see him as Bruce Wayne, though. Like, now that the more I'm thinking about it, like, I want to see Keanu
Well,
as Bruce
too bad.
Wayne.
He's too old. He's 50.
And we know he can still kick ass. Like, unbelievably kick ass. Like, he could walk into a bar and probably whoop everybody. Like, real life. Because he's been fighting all his movie careers after Bill and Ted and that whole Matrix thing jumped off. He's been whooping ass.
Look, I'm over here like...
He's been whooping ass for the rest of his whole movie career.
But has he been whooping ass? Or... Because when you really think about it, lately he hasn't been whooping ass. He's just been shooting people in a very stylistic way.
CQC, Close Quarters Combat. He's been whooping ass. John Wick 1, John Wick 2, and double tapping.
And
like
I'm about
crazy.
to say, you asked me what I remember about John Wick, and it's double tapping. That's it. It's like, hit you in the knee, hit you in the head.
I can't
hit you in the sternum,
wait
hit
for
you in the
him
head. Hit you in the shoulder,
with
hit you in the
Halle
head.
Berry and these two attack dogs and just whoop more ass. Look, he's been a goddamn samurai. Got no problem with it. He's been a goddamn assassin. He's been Jesus. He's been
Jesus again.
Yeah, he's traveled in time in more than one movie.
Look, he has to travel in time again. So just give me my Bill and Ted 3, and then Keanu's done. No more superheroes.
Remember that time those two girls took his ass to ruin his whole life? All because his wife wouldn't give him no nookie before she went on vacation? That's right. What was that movie called?
Knock fucking knock.
Knock knock. It was the wife's fault for whoever wants to watch it. All right.
I do not share those views, ladies.
Serious said it was the wife's fault.
I do
when you
not
watch
share
it.
those views. Ladies, if you do not feel like giving your husband any nookie before doing something, that is your prerogative, and anything that happens after that is on him.
Totally disagree.
Like my man on, the puppet on Dave Chappelle said, he can beat his dick like it owe him money.
That's a tough sell when you got two lesbians at the door. Wet, asking you to use your shower because they, nature got them all wet and hot and stuff.
They were in a rainstorm. Let me clarify. They were in a rainstorm.
I can't blame that man for anything that happened in that movie. Knock knock. It's not a good movie.
It's a horrible movie.
But watch it because it's a great movie. It's a great horrible movie to watch with your friends.
It's a great horrible discussion movie.
Oh my god, it was the wife's fault. Anyways,
but yeah, no. So
I'd take him as my Bruce Wayne. I'm sitting on that.
I'm cool with Arm. I would be cool with Armie Hammer. He's tall. He's tall. Kind of has a good build to him. He has the. It kind of would have been dope if he was Batman instead of Ben Affleck. If for nothing else, him and Henry Cavill kind of had good chemistry in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
They did.
So so you already know that they can pull off not liking each other and wanting to beat the shit out of each other. So Batman versus Superman might have been a little bit fun.
Is Cavill still Superman? I know he's.
No, as far as I know, I think they're gonna say bump it and scratch it.
So we lost Superman and Batman, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how the whole interconnecting of the DCU is going to work now. only thing I can guess is Flashpoint's going to happen, and when Flashpoint happens,
Just
it
reset.
Yeah, it resets everything.
Well, let's get Nicolas Cage on in that cape. It's about time we stop sleeping on my man.
No.
He's the second
He's too
most
old.
greatest actor of our time,
He's too old. We can get his son.
and third is John Travolta.
Because if you need, nah, John, don't you dare say that to yourself.
No, I
Said,
can't.
don't even. I was about to say, don't
make a
even.
case.
Did you hear what I said? I didn't even say don't say that. I said don't say that to yourself. That means you insulted yourself by saying that.
I know. I can't make a case for
But
that.
nah,
dude
if
at
we
all.
need a new Superman, it's like why not get the one who's? Why not get his namesake? Nicolas Cage's son is named Kal-El.
That's how much of
Yeah, that's how much of a nerd he is. Yeah,
Really?
his son is named Kal-El.
I would really like to hang out with Nicolas Cage.
Imagine hanging out with him during like the 90s, getting high with him.
That shit must be it's
Like
two,
the way-
it's two people I definitely want to hang out with: Nicolas Cage, Samuel Jackson. I want to hang out with them at the same time.
Nicolas Cage's Superman probably would have been a mix between Castor Troy and Face Off and like Rain what is his name? From Gone in 60 Seconds.
No.
He's just like,
Not Gone in 60 Seconds.
let's save the world.
No. It'd be Castor Troy and what was his name? And
Don't say Con Air.
not Con Air.
Okay.
Not Con Air.
I can see him fly. I can see him in Con Air. I can see him now swooping to say something.
With the
Like
mullet.
boom. Yeah. He's like, boom. Why'd you take the bunny?
Not Con
You
Air.
shouldn't have taken the bunny.
Next, where he could see because he was already kind of like.
Okay, I didn't see Next.
You didn't see Next?
Nah.
It's
Like-
like I mean, if you
Nicolas Cage and Jessica
Watch
Biel weren't selling me on a movie.
no watch it. Like if you like
No,
Nicolas Cage at any point
no,
in his career, watch
I'm
watch it.
sold on the fact Nicolas Cage. I'm with you now. Nicolas Cage needs to be the next Superman, just so he can have the mullet and be like, put the bunny down. DC, do it. Warner Brothers, I'm all for it.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Okay.
what other DC news do we have?
But to end that off,
oh,
but to
okay.
cap that off, I over everybody, Jigsaw, the guy, whatever his real name is.
Ben Barnes.
Yes, I would be most interested in seeing him become Bruce Wayne.
Nah, I want American actors. I'm tired of these Brits taking over.
Oh, he's British too.
He's either British or Australian or something. I know he's not American because, like I said, he was in the Chronicles of Narnia. I think the second movie, Prince Caspian, if I'm not mistaken, is what it's called. He was Prince Caspian.
Okay.
I remember that.
I think he's got the look,
I want Americans. I'm tired of this.
and he does crazy well. From the Punisher, he does
Yeah.
crazy really well.
Drop the bunny. Con Air was such a bad movie.
Oh no, Con Air was great.
It was great bad. It wasn't like knock knock bad.
Like you could pick that movie up at any point of time during the day and watch it and have a good time. Con Air is a good movie.
No, that's how I feel about The Rock.
The Rock was. I like Con Air more than The Rock.
I love The Rock. I
And-
just
and
love
The
Sean
Rock is-
Connery.
and The Rock is a
Whoa,
great
Mac,
movie.
You son of a bitch. I knew it. I love Sean Connery. Okay. Back to DC.
Rewind.
So, also in the world of Batman,
Uh-huh.
Warner Brothers plans on they plan on basically copying Sony, and they're going to do a Batman animated movie based off a different version of Batman, aka his illegitimate clone child,
Batman Beyond.
Terry McGinnis. Oh, my bad. If you knew who Batman Beyond was, but you ain't know Batman was really his daddy, oh, your latest shit. They already said that in like Justice League Unlimited, like back in 2001.
We're not here to hold your hand.
Pretty much. It's like
Like,
it was all
keep
like,
up.
like it was a whole messed up theory, messed up thing behind it too. What was it? Amanda Waller was like, Batman's getting old, so we need a new Batman, and like they took his DNA and like used it to get his mama pregnant.
Let me tell you something about that bitch. That is a forward ass thinker. You hear me? You want to talk about somebody who's always thinking for the future? Amanda Waller.
Nah, she a little
always
too
had
cold
shit
blooded.
going on. I don't-
She was like,
the world can't be without a Batman. You absolutely right. So
She
we
was just
gotta
like-
do some shady
She tried
shit.
to recreate the exact circumstances that created him, though. She was like, "Yeah, we gonna have somebody kill Terry McGinnis's family." She hired Batman's ex-lover to kill his kid's son.
Hey.
I mean, his kid's
Parents.
parents. Dog, that's some evil right there.
Hey, that's some evil for
That's
the
why she
greater
ain't
good shit.
That's why she ain't
need.
deserve that damn coin in the Suicide Squad hell to pay.
That's some evil that you need on your side. That's all I'm saying, boy. That's some forward ass thinking.
But yes, Batman Beyond, you know, the future
Like I didn't
Batman.
mean to say like this bitch. I mean like that bitch. Like she's the bitch. Like that's that bitch. Like you don't fuck with Amanda Waller. Like she got some shit for your ass.
HBNC,
Huh?
head bitch in charge.
There we go. That's the one.
I mean, we already know how cold she was. You saw Suicide Squad. It's like, all right, we're here to save you. Cool. Pop, 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 pop. All this was above their level, their pay grade.
That was so fucked up.
She's like, it's above their classification level. They've been helping you hide and survive, and then you just want to kill them all.
That shit is like they had no idea. They just thought they was like serving their country or some shit. Like, oh, it's an honor to be here, man. Not for long. What the fuck?
But yeah, no, I'm for it because I thoroughly like Batman Beyond, and I was highly upset when the show got canceled. I like the future of Batman. I like the fact that it was someone who became a Batman out of tragedy, but it wasn't the same tragedy, and he was so much because he was older than Bruce Wayne when his dad died. He didn't hold on to that the same way that Bruce did.
And that's where she fucked up.
Like, I mean, he didn't mess up. That's where the Phantasm messed up. She ain't killed the parents.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like, because, you know, this Batman, he's a teenager by the time he becomes Batman. Batman's, you know, been gone and retired for a minute. And he's a teenager. He has a girlfriend. You know, he has his mom, has his brother. I like that a little bit more. Like, it's a different, it kind of shows you, it's like, hey, it's like, you can still be the Batman, but you ain't got to be like the Batman. Like, you ain't got to kind of be like that. I got to shut off the whole world. The way Catwoman in the comics is just like, Gotham needs you to be that little boy who never grew up, who never left that alley where his parents died.
Don't remind me of that heartbreaking shit.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry was like, I don't have to be that.
I mean, if Batman Beyond's been out forever, if you're a fan of it, this is great news for you. I have no problems with Batman Beyond. I like the series. I like the little TV movie that they had.
You're just a Bruce Wayne guy.
Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of the character. Like, I could care less about the character. There's a lot of people that really like this is their favorite Batman.
Bet you if you started wielding guns, you like him.
Of course. Oh no, what is it? It's oh my God, there's one he's swinging guns around now. It's like the Night Bat or the Bat Knight or something. I'm gonna look it up later. But no,
like, you hear that, comic writers? If you ever want Sirius to be a fan, just give them guns.
that's it.
No matter what powers they have, they can have every power under the universe. Give them guns, and they're just more interested in him.
My favorite Green Lantern is that guy that carries around that Magnum. I don't even know his name, but I'm just like, you're my favorite. It's like, I don't know. No, but yeah, so
It's like, why use imagination when I can just carry the real thing?
exactly. But yeah, so if you're a fan of Batman Beyond, that's good news. But like you said, I'm not. I could care less about Batman Beyond. I'm a Bruce Wayne guy. That tragedy made Batman. Come on, that boy laid the bricks for what it's like for what you need to do to protect Gotham. I can't replace Bruce like that, son. Like, I won't.
I mean,
and
Bruce has to get older eventually.
I don't care how well they made it look on that series with him. Oh, I can balance out my family, and you can't.
I mean, he
have to be.
I mean,
broody.
He really didn't. Eventually, what happens in the comics, I think his little brother becomes his Robin. His brother finds out, and really, like, the
Ain't
only
that
person.
some shit? Like, it's like, I guess I gotta make him my sidekick now.
And then his girl found out. I think his girl found out in the actual animated show.
And now
So
you
it's
have
just
to
like
be Batgirl.
it's just like, look, he's like, my sister know, my girlfriend know, my brother knows. Like, the only one who really don't know is my mama. So I'm covered. Like, I got niggas that's ready to lie for me on deck.
Bruce ain't
He's like,
doing that shit at all.
like, Mrs. McGinnis call, Dana, you seen Terry? Oh yeah, he's at my house right now studying. Then she pick up, Hey, if your mom asks you at my house right now studying, now go ahead and now go ahead and find Clayface and whoop his ass. I heard he's in the industrial district.
No.
It helps to have Bruce had a network, but he had to keep his network on the hush. Like, it was slowly but surely you started finding out who knew about a secret. But for the most part, like in Batman Begins, it was really just Alfred.
Yeah, I mean, because that's you finding out about Bruce's secret. That's a big deal because of just who he was. One, I'm Bruce fucking Wayne. I pretty much I bankroll this whole city, and I'm Batman at night. You find out who I really am, nigga. That's a problem.
Yes. Terry had the police department getting off his ass because Barbara was the commissioner. She was just she talked to him like, hey, tell Bruce I said what's up. I got you.
He's just some kid with a family
in a flying suit.
And the suit had too many gadgets for me. It just took the whole. Okay, listen. Have you
not seen Batman's utility belt and the random shit that used to come out of it?
Look. That's different, all right? Because you still had the man who was a ninja who used plot gadgets for convenience, sure, but had gadgets. This is a whole suit with rocket. The dude can fly with rocket boosters on his heels and all types of other computer shit. That's too much gadget for me. I feel like it takes away from this whole feeling like this is just a man doing superhero level shit.
I mean, the whole reason Bruce could get away with it though was because no one was missing him other than Alfred.
Nah, son, he got away with it. All right, okay, big thing. Everything that Bruce did while being Batman, all the skills he got as far as being the world's greatest detective, even though Tim Drake took that title from him.
Yep.
His strength, his martial arts training, all that shit was earned. He earned the fuck out of everything that he had. By the time he was old man Bruce, all that knowledge up here, that shit was earned, son. Terry McGinnis found a suit and jumped in that bitch and just became Batman. That's not fair to me. You ain't earned a goddamn thing. You didn't even earn your birth, nigga. That was orchestrated for you. How
you tell somebody they earned being born?
Your parents, that shit ain't real, son. That was you ain't even supposed to be here for real. Come on, man. Batman, Bruce earned that shit, and
so you know why I'm on the other side of that coin?
Why?
Because it just goes to show that if I wanted to, I could do it. If Bruce believed I could do it.
Bump that, son.
Because you gotta think of it. Bruce was getting old. He could have just been going through reports and going through paperwork all the time. This person. Nah, he was ready to just be like, you know what? I'm just about to let Batman be gone. He's like, Gotham will have to fend for itself. He saw something in that kid. He's like, you might not have all the skills I have, but you got enough heart to where you can do whatever you need to do. The suit takes care of the rest.
Come on, son.
Whatever. If right now you stumbled into that damn Batcave and Bruce was just like, you know what? I think you could be Batman. You ain't gonna put on that suit.
It was so unearned, and I'm gonna ask you a question after this. It was so unearned that he didn't even have Batman knowledge. He had Bruce in his head the whole time, telling him everything about how to be Batman all the time, son. And of course I would put that suit on. What the fuck do I look like telling Bruce, no, I'm not putting this suit on. Nigga, I'm about to be Batman. But the difference is I'm about to be this unearned ass Batman running the streets. I be Batman in name only. I didn't earn anything as far as being Batman. Dick Grayson replacing Bruce as being Batman is earned. That nigga went through some shit. Damn near the same shit that Bruce went through on different times, and after a while he was like, look, man, I ain't trying to be like you for real. I got to go separate ways. And that's when he went to Bloodhaven. But when it came time for him to put that cowl on, he was ready to go, and that shit was earned. Anybody else if you got in the Bat family, nigga, you earned that spot. You went through some shit. Or the Joker put you there.
From
when you was little.
According to Bad Blood, Lucius' son, all he did was just find the suit
that
and
shit
put
was
the
unearned,
shit on.
Son. You right. Yeah, Lucius. That suit shit is something serious.
He was just like, "Oh, you attacked my dad. Oh, I found this suit by accident. Let me put it on."
When you put them suits on, nigga, that shit is that. Cause his shit flew too. He's Batwing. Is it Batwing?
Yeah, Batwing.
Batwing, right?
Batwing.
Yeah. That's too much gadgets. So
I understand. It's sometimes sometimes it's a trial by fire. Sometimes it's you don't have to do certain things up to a certain point to earn it. You just have to prove that you don't not deserve it.
And that's whack. That's whack.
You only say that because you haven't been given the opportunity to be Batman.
To put this suit on. Like, you don't think I've been shot, stabbed more times than I can count, but you don't have to go through any of that. Just put this bulletproof, knife-proof, flame retardant suit on, and that flies.
He made it for himself because he was getting old.
I'm just saying.
It's like, do you not remember the first scene of the Batman Beyond animated series when he got his ass whooped and he took that shit off? He's like, I can't do this no more.
Hey, I wonder after, I mean, because of course, like, comic book wise, no. But like, if I was Batman in his position and I was like getting older, and you know, his thing was, I'm going to catch the bad guys, put them in Arkham Asylum. They're going to escape. I'm going to catch them and think.
If he just got so old, he was like, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. Like at a certain age, like when he's like 60. All right, I'm going to just start taking these.
Or is that the reason why he stopped being Batman? Is it because he had to use a gun? I think he might have had to use a gun.
I remember something.
And him having to use a gun, he's just like, once I got to that point, like he's just like, I can't be Batman no more.
Yeah.
Once he had to Jason Todd it, he was just like, this ain't me.
Something lame like that.
Yeah. Man.
So yeah, I mean, good idea. I hope it does well. DC looks like it's you know, on the up and up. If they keep this momentum and keep them going, make it happen and make it great. Spider-Man, Miles Morales story, that shit was dope. Spider-Verse,
yeah,
that shit was dope. So these standalone properties, yeah, there's a market if you do it right.
To Batman Beyond coming back as an animated series, it might even bring the comic back.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, Batman Beyond comes back and then it leaves, and it comes back and it leaves.
Because no one cares about Batman Beyond for real.
Look, man, people care.
They're still making stories about Bruce. No one really cares about Terry McGinnis.
Look, Bruce will always be the OG Batman.
The OG, the one and only. All right.
I was like, that's the whole, like, you have to have the stories of Bruce, because, like Selena said, no matter what, people are always going to want that orphan that's stuck in that alley whose parents just died.
It's not about wanting him; it's about needing him. That's the difference.
The whole point of Batman was to be a symbol. You needed the symbol. You want Bruce Wayne. That's the difference.
All right, don't bring that conversation out no more. That was so fucked, yo. Like, damn, my son just can't be happy for one goddamn second, son. Damn.
Nope. Nigga can't even be happy on Gotham.
There's only 2 other chicks that he can go to after that. And I think one of them's dead. Talia's dead, isn't she? Like,
in the animated universe, she's dead, yeah.
I mean, comic book wise,
like,
he can always go back to her because Catwoman's tripping. Or he can go to Zatanna, the magician.
Oh, Zatanna?
Zatanna. Boom. Good job. Who's Zatanna? I don't know. What movie was I watching? Zatanna. Is that Count of Monte Cristo? I feel like it's Count of Monte Cristo. I don't know.
Oh, you were watching young Henry Cavill? That's Edmond Dantes' son.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I mean, he only got 2 other chicks he can run to.
True.
So hopefully, one of them give him some play. Well, I know Talia will, because she want that nigga bad.
Pretty much raped the man.
Pretty much.
And on that note, that has been the DC segment of today.
We're going to end the DC segment on Batman rape. All right, that's what we're going to end it on.
I mean, you the one who listed Talia.
I did.
Like, I just had to make sure the world knew that that's what happened.
He finds love with Zatanna. Okay, so we'll end it there.
We're going to end it there because I'm literally about to stop this. But this has been the Blurred Perspectives DC Corner. like, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Like, if you want to see more of this content, please let us know. If you ever have any type of subjects or topics you want us to discuss, please go ahead and let us know. We are available on many social platforms like the ones that you see right here.
All of them.
Facebook,
much.
Twitter, Instagram. Like, you can find us on Twitch, Mixer, Patreon. Just hit us up and let us know. But on that note, we'll get over with you later, world. Peace.
Peace out.